everybody, this is Chris Cox again for another Kiss guitar lesson. This one is for I Love It Loud. This is lesson number 24. I've had a lot of requests for this song. Great song. Everything off of Creatures is great. Observation note, I've noticed that, why is this song not played at every football game, NFL football game? What a great tune to be used at an NFL stadium. Who knows? So let's go ahead and start. So obviously the intro is just the drums and then, Gene singing the main melody. But when the verse starts, we're going to be starting off with a B power chord. So that's your first finger on the second fret of the A, third finger on the fourth fret of the D, and your pinky finger is on the octave of the B, which is the fourth fret of the G. So we have you're going to let all these ring through the verse. Now this is pretty easy. It's pretty loose rhythm here, so pretty much all you're doing is just a downstroke. You're going to lift up your first finger and then you're going to play the A, D, and G string, so it sounds like this. Okay, so let's go to that again. So it's, I'm basically doing a downstroke, letting that ring, hitting these two notes on the D and G string, then hitting that open A. So we're playing open A, fourth fret of the D and G. Then G, D, A. So it's a fast switch there. So the type of G chord I'm playing there is basically I'm putting my third finger on the third fret of the low E. I'm dampening the A string. So normally, normal G major, we have that major third in there. We don't want that. It just doesn't really work in a hard rock song. So we're going to dampen that, okay? We're going to play the open G. We're going to have our third finger on the third fret of the B string. And then we'll just go ahead and put that pinky finger on the third fret of the high E. So we have. Now when we switch that, we're going to be playing a D. We're going to leave out the high E string on this though. So we're going to play open D. First finger on the second fret of the G. Third finger or middle finger on the third fret of the B. So we have this. And then you're going to strike that D again. You're going to play the A chord, A power chord, and all that is just open A. You're going to have your first finger on the second fret of the D and G. So it sounds like this. And then we stop. So the one thing about this song that you should probably notice is that it's just, the stopping of the chords is really tight, and it's really locked in with the drums. So I'm going to play that first verse again, just more up tempo, just so you can hear what it sounds like. So. Beats again. Just lifting the first finger up. And then we go to the chorus. So the chorus is, again, it's real punchy. So, you basically, we're doing basically back at the B power chord. So it's, that's the first part. So we have down, down, down. So there's all downstrokes with your pick. And so you can kind of tell I'm stopping the ringing of the chord. So we want it to sound, real tight like that. So the first part is just two downstrokes on the B chord, the A power chord, which again is open A, second fret of the D and G. And then we're going to play a one finger power chord here on the E. So it's open E, and that's the B note on the second fret of the A. Back to the A. Okay, so we have B, B, A, B, A. Okay, so let's do that again. Okay, so if we come out of the verse, that's what we have. Okay, So this part's a little tricky, kind of hard to hear. You know, it's a really well mixed song, but you know, I like the fact that the bass is really pumped up, and of course, you know, Eric Carr's drums sound so good. This is my favorite drum sound on any album. It's just amazing. So it's a great sounding album, but it's kind of hard to hear some of this rhythm. So we're going. This part we're going. So you can do that. You could do that, you know, all down strokes or down up strokes on the B. So I'm basically going down, up, A, E, A. So B. Repeats again. The only thing that changes there is the very ending, how we end that. So it's just again down up picking on the B chord. And there's that G power chord, D, E. Okay, let's go through that again. I'll play that one slow. Verse. B, lift the first finger. Still playing the same strings. G, E, G, E, D, A. Back to the chorus. G, D, E. Oops. A. Now this is the bridge, okay, so this is right before the guitar solo, so we do a... So right before we go into the bridge, we're hitting we're hitting this G note on the 3rd fret of the E, and we're doing a little bend before we go to that A power chord. So it's a, and we're stopping it. Then we're going to go to the D power chord. Okay, and that's down here on the 5th fret and 7th fret, 5th fret of the A, 7th fret of the D, and we're doing a so down, up, so down, up, down. Excuse me. Go to the C, back to the D, and then to the A. So the C's up here on the 3rd fret of the A and the 5th fret of the D. Back to the D here, the D power chord, and then to the A power chord, which is going to be 5th fret of the low E and 7th fret of the A. So let's do that again slowly. D, C, D, A. Back to the D. Now, underneath the guitar solo, it's the same thing as the verse, so nothing changes. So it's just... back to the chorus. Beats again. Now, as the song fades out, goes back into the main main melody line. When it's starting, when it comes back in, we're doing this the same chords as the bridge. So when it's fading back in, that's fading back in. Oops. That is all of the chords and rhythm parts for I Love It Loud. Let's go. We'll start here. You're going to have your third finger on the 9th fret of the G. You're going to put your middle finger here on the behind that note, because you're going to use that finger to help you bend that note up. The first finger is going to be on the 7th fret of the B. So the bend's going to occur at the G string, not at the B string. And when you do that, you're going to be plucking both notes together, so you get a... It's very chordal, very cool sound. I mean, you hear this so much in rock music, but Ace really adds it so well in all the classic Kiss songs, but it goes great in this song. So we're doing a... And then I'm just rocking. Once I get the full bend up, and a full bend means, 2 frets up, I'm just holding that and letting that ring, and then I'm using the vibrato bar to get some, tremolo out of that. Okay, then we're going to go down a whole step. And this is going to be third fingers on the 11th fret, first fingers on the 9th fret of the B, so I should say 11th fret of the G, 9th fret of the B, and again put your middle finger behind so you can use that finger to help. So we go. So we're doing a quick bend, and then we're shifting another half fret down, so that's going to be 12th fret of the G, 10th fret of the B, and again, middle finger behind that G note. Okay, so we have this so far. Now we're going to go back to here. So we repeat that again, so we're back at the 11th fret, 9th fret of the B, so we get 11th, 9th. Now we're going to go up a whole step, and our ring finger is going to be on the 7th fret of the G, middle finger's right behind that to help, first finger's on the 5th fret of the B. And we have so we have this so far. So when you shift up to that last one, that's going to be on the 5th fret of the G, 3rd fret of the B. Just remember, when you do the whole bend up, you're going to use the tremolo bar and bring it down, and then you go back and grab this chord, which is just laying your first finger across the 4th fret of the D and G, so it's part of a B chord, perfect 4th interval. So after you get that, so let's go again. Back into the last verse. So again, basically the hand position doesn't really change. So if you get this shape, you're just starting this shape on the 9th fret of the G, going to the 11th fret of the G, 12th fret, back to the 11th, back to the 9th, to the 7th, and to the 5th, and then you're finished. So thanks again, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. Going to try to crank out another one here soon. Before I take off on Kiss Cruise. So actually this is my first time going. I can't wait. So I hope to meet some of you guys on the cruise. But take care, and thanks for watching. See you next time.